Welcome back, traders, to the Jomo Crypto Trading channel, where we talk all things crypto trading. And today we're going to talk about Internet Computer ICP coin. Not many people are talking about it. We're going to go over it. We're going to look at the chart, and we're going to decide if this is a good trade, if this is a good hodl or not. But first of all, if you like my content, please like and subscribe. Give me a juicy comment. I like the dopamine rush. Just give it to me. It takes you just a second. But let's dive right into it. ICP, you can see the market cap. It's number 32 on coin market cap, so it's above 1 bill. Looks okay. The good thing about it, it's almost fully diluted, so almost the total supply is almost fully out there. That means that you cannot get dumped too much by new supply. Let's take a look at the chart and see what we're looking. ICP not looking good, to be honest. First of all, you can see the moving average. The red is the 200-day and the yellow is the 150-day. All right, we can see that the yellow is below the 200-day over here. This is a bad sign. We always want the 150 to be above the 200 for momentum. All right, now as well, we want to see both MAs sloping upwards, no downwards. So this means there's no momentum for ICP right now. Furthermore, we can see we're very much near the lows, right? This was the first low. We broke it just for a second, then we broke that for just a little bit, or maybe it was just, actually it was just right on the nose. So this was the same low, and then now we're making, maybe for the first time, all right, not for the first time actually, but maybe we're creating a higher low. So maybe we're right around the lows. And if you know something about ICP that I don't, maybe fundamentally, this is a place that you may want to start hodling. All right, maybe you want to start hodling right now because you're really close to the low. So right now, if you start today, for example, you are only 11-12% of the low, so you can buy, put a stop just below the low over here at 12-13% loss. And if it breaks down, all right, this line over here, you're out of the trade with a very small minimal loss. So if you're a hodler and you understand why, you're an investor in ICP, you understand what you're doing because you know the coin, you know the fundamentals, maybe you know the team, you know something that many people don't know. Yeah, this is a good time to start, accumulating it. This is a very good time. And each time this will get to around these levels, you should buy over here again and then buy over here again, because this is really close to that lowest point that we already got kind of support twice. So twice we got support from these levels of the 33.34, let's say. So I would say that will be an interesting area to accumulate. Now, for me, I always like to have a way to get out of the trade if I'm wrong, because you can't be wrong. You can't be right 100% of the time. It's just not possible, right? You don't know what the future entails. You just can't tell. So you always need to have a backup plan for if you are wrong. My backup plan in this instant is if you break this yellow line above the 330, below the 334, I would be out of the trade. Maybe if you want to be, a little bit more sure about it, put the stop at a 3.29-ish, all right, and then you have a bit more of a loss, but it's not crucial. It's not threatening to your capital, because it's only a 10, 12, 13% stop if you buy it over here. And if you buy it over here, of course, then even less. So on the hodl part, I would say, okay, if you know something about ICP, I don't. That's not what I do. I trade. On a trading standpoint, all right, again, the MAs are sloping down. They look terrible. The entire chart looks terrible. If I will enlarge it, all right, and just look at it on a macro perspective. By the way, I didn't tell you in the beginning, this is the weekly, all right? This is the weekly candles we're looking at, because, on the daily, we will just have a lot of noise looking at this entire chart. But look, ICP is just not looking good. It's so far away, probably 99% of the highs, all right? I don't even need to measure it. Even from this area, it's probably around, let's see, 96%. So yeah, from the real highs, or from the high of the first day, that I don't even count as a high. It's just a blip. It's just a glitch. I don't know what that even is. So when look at it, it's all the way to, what's that? No, it's almost $3,000. Just pure bullshit. I'm sorry, pure BS. Pure BS. I'm sorry. I don't want to offend anyone. Anyways, the good thing about ICP is that if you do accumulate it, one thing to note is that we are in a box, all right? This is a line pattern. A line pattern is way on the bottom of the charts, where it's just moving sideways, all right? And it's kind of in an accumulation phase. And maybe some people will call it the neglect phase. If you know Stan Weinstein, it's stage one neglect phase. If you don't know it, go read Stan Weinstein book, How to Profit in Bull and Bear Markets. You will learn a lot out of it. But what I'm trying to illustrate is this is stage one neglect by Stan Weinstein, meaning if you accumulate here and it breaks out someday, all right, from this line over here, then you probably will have very good gains, right? So this is an area of accumulation. Again, hodling, perfect. You can start, and I told you, close to that low, the 3.3, accumulate there. Each time, I don't know how much capital you have, but you can buy. And from a trading standpoint, right? From a trading standpoint, what we want to do is to see how this builds within this box. I don't know how long this box it can take a long time. And once it breaks out of this box, you want to start trading it, because this is a trading. If you want to be a trader, you want to get in when the momentum is in. Right now, no momentum is in ICP, all right? Nothing. So if you're a trader, stay away of ICP. If you're a trader, if you're an investor, if you're a hodler, if you know something about ICP, then you have some opportunities to get in really, really, really cheap. Now, I will tell you one thing. If you are just waiting to make gains, I don't think that's a good idea. I think making gains daily or monthly or weekly is what you want to aim for. Of course, you can have two buckets. You can have your long-term bucket, which would be your hodling bucket, 30% of your capital or 50% of your capital or 10% of your capital, and you need to have your trading bucket, because your trading bucket is where you make profits along the way in these types of market. And I will tell you something. I don't just talk the talk. Let me just show you a trade we made in our community that is perfect. This is an AKT trade we just made. You can see this is from the 9th of August, right? So we took the trade above the 79, above the 0.8, so 80 cents, right? We took the trade. This is a pure, beautiful VCP, right? We had a stop loss below the 73.5, and this just blasted, right? This is from the community. You can see it. This says my name, Jomo. It says the date, all right? It says the entry, all right? 3% capital, high risk, a small explanation, right? And look at the chart right now. Right, the chart right now is explosive, right? Let's just view it and see how beautiful. We made top-notch gains on this. Look, this is just beautiful, amazing. You can see this blue line over here. It's way. It's 80% from the top, right? So we made up to 80% gains, potential gains, right? Because we took profits along the way. Now, if we'll zoom into the daily, because the daily is where you saw what I talked about, you can see I explained this is a VCP. We had the first breakout of this pivot, then a second breakout above the 79, above the 80. We took the trade and it made perfect gains. So if you're an ICP lover, if you're an ICP holder, it's perfectly fine. I told you, you can do that, but you need to have those two buckets. Don't miss these gains. 80% gains in just 3 days. It's ridiculous. You will have ICP perfect. Invest it in the long run. Invest in it in the long run. But you want to make money now. Don't miss on the opportunity to make money now. So if you liked what I said so far, please like, please subscribe, give me that dopamine rush. Tell me in the comment below why you love it. And if you hated it, please tell me in the comments below why you hated it. And one last thing, right? I told you, we have a community. So join the community. I told you, this is one example of a trade in our community. And if you want, please click on the link in the description. You will get to our community, to our Patreon page, which looks exactly like this. And you will see the different tiers. You can choose whatever tier you want, right? I'm not going to tell you which one restore this tab. I'm not going to tell you which one to choose, right? You have the ones you just want to see the signals, right? Perfectly fine. I'm going to tell you, go for the alpha trade at $20 a month. You can get all the signals on one trade. On one trade, you make money for a year, right? On one trade, you make money for subscription for 1 year. But if you want me to hold your hand, really teach you, you can go for other tiers, but it's all on you. You need to choose. Do you want to invest in yourself, to invest in making money now, or just hodl and wait for a future, for gambling, whatever? You want to make money now? Join, all right? Join now our community, because it's limited. We have 13 only remaining on the Alpha Trader, and just a few spots because I don't have the time for everybody. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do the best I can, but I don't. So sign up now on the link in the description and you will get trades just like AKT. And of course, I will tell you when it's a good time to hold on other coins, right? Don't worry about it. I got your back. All right, everybody, stay tight. And remember, no edge, no trade. Cheers.